Good evening. My name is Daphne Rivera, and this is my business plan presentation. iPerceive is the brand for a video technology of three-dimensional arts representation and projections. It is a corporation that will let you see various places, famous and historic locations. It will open new possibilities and provide opportunities to those who want to experience and see the world in beautiful, unforgettable places. A service intended for people who find it impossible for them to get to visit and see places or things like, for example, the Statue of Liberty in New York City or even the Pyramid of Giza in Egypt, and have no opportunity to literally visit such places. This virtual reality tour service will definitely help them get closer to what is real and help them enjoy an experience they thought would never have. The business concept can be described as a simple artistic visual show that virtually represents famous places, locations, and sightings in the world. The virtual tour can be a new way to see the world and experience life from another perspective through yours. The plan is to create mirroring images of real places, which eventually would mean more to the mind of the viewer than a simple projection. Although there are a lot of people who think that a technological and digital visual light show is nothing like the real deal, others might not get another chance to feel as closer to reality as what this type of technology provides. It is definitely a fresh new way to tour historic and memorable locations of the world. The I is not only referring specifically to what enables us to see and perceive, but also a purpose of self in the name of the corporation. The full name is I Perceive World Tours, which will transport you to your favorite places on Earth. The main idea is to provide an alternative to the real-world locations, places, and most historic sightings with a third-dimensional show of them. Creating a virtual glance of these touristic and historic sites, we open a new opportunity to those unable to see the sightings in real life, providing the next best option to the real perception in a holographic projection virtual reality of it. Our focus is to provide the best and astonishing virtual show, even better than gaming experiences. We intend to provide realistic projections of what others wish to see and experience in life, specifically real places and locations around the world that people visit all the time. Virtual reality and projection mapping have developed promising visual technologies that have grown quite popular and leave people astounded and wanting more. The primary targeted audience are all those people who are physically and mentally unable to visit places around the world. The experience of the service can be described as literally seeing the whole world in one place. It will be a virtually recreation of the locations that the audience will get to see as if they were really standing there, thanks to virtual reality and projection mapping. There are plenty of people who are physically and mentally unable to achieve certain goals. For that very reason, we want to recreate a virtual world of real places that actually do exist in the real world, so that people are more accessible to enjoying every bit of treasure there is to offer. We will build famous touristic and historic locations for everybody to enjoy. Our business's perfect customer is pictured as a male or female that is in need of other people's help because they suffer from some sort of condition. Someone that has a medical or physical condition that find it impossible to travel and visit different places around the world. Also, people with low income and resources. The primary target market for the business is someone that has low resources to be able to physically travel to famous touristic and historic places, and someone that is medically incapacitated and requires special attention and necessities. The average perfect age range is between 15 to 35-year-olds. Lately, the gaming industry has been seriously becoming more and more socially accepted and popular. Plus, games are now being considered as sport competitions and venues. After reaching these audiences, we want to expand to gaming communities and show them how gaming elements can come together and establish something other than a game. As we can see in this geographical and demographic data web analyzer website Alexa, the audiences Oculus has reached for the virtual reality Rift product were approximately 500,000 people, and their information website on the company has a global reach of thousands of people and keeps growing. This helps us point out that the size of the market for a corporation should approximately be about 1 million people. Oculus and Sony have developed virtual reality technologies for products that make them competitive candidates for the service we intend to provide. both of virtual reality reproducing devices. Holodeck and Northrop Grumman training simulations are not exactly competition because they do not sell publicly their services and products. Our concept is to recreate the world digitally and virtually reproducing it, just like these companies do with their simulations, which is why we should keep an eye on it, although they are not in the market. The virtual reality simulations from Holodeck and Northrop Grumman are specially made for the government, military, and medical personnel and training. Our corporation is for all those who maybe do not have the money to visit their favorite place on earth, and even those who might be too old or physically unable to enjoy the touristic pleasure. Think of it as a visual amusement theme park that will undoubtedly bring to life through a virtual tour show real places around the world that many people are most anxious to see and visit. Our absolute advantage over competitive companies is the commodity of paying for a service that does not bother you with heavy equipment, also satisfying those with special needs and conditions, bringing them closer to famous touristic and historic places or locations. Our unique selling proposition and position is that the customer will be able to travel the world from one place and no burden or obstacle will interfere with them, like making them use uncomfortable headgear equipment or goggles over their eyes because it will help you see the effects. We will have a board of directors that have various roles and options, plus the responsibilities of approving or disapproving final decisions passed down by the president. Key employees in this business will be general managers that take care and supervise employee works, ethics, and stability. In quite a large space, where various huge rooms are constructed with holographic mechanisms, people will be able to recreate most desired scenarios and visit the places without having to get on a plane and travel. The ideal place would be a building with various floors, in which we would recreate the world and the continents that form the world in it. It is a figment of the imagination that will become real once you see it and the mind believes it. The plan is to cover the basics and keep the experience growing by adding more locations in a virtual show tour, provide a virtual realistic environment that will astonish the audience and meet the needs, offering virtual tour around the world. Our efforts will be focused on building and increasing awareness of all the people in need that feel hopeless because they are incapacitated or in a way unable to travel around famous places or go by historic locations. It is a part of our goal to entertain. Also, we want to help others fulfill their dreams and enjoy the beautiful elements of lives and the world has to offer each and every one of us individually. With the marketing strategy plan, we want to engage the audience and increase that awareness of possibilities of the service. We will be marketing the business and what it offers through our 4 different months previous to opening day. These marketing efforts will be during June, July, November, and December 2015. The plan is that the business should be ready to be open by January 2016. Looking at the assumptions of the financials for the business, we can see that the business will definitely turn profitable after a couple of years running. We want to find investors interested in funding our business for the amount of $30,000 for each round of a year. We initially need this amount for startup costs for the business location. The next couple of years, the amount might be a little less, but definitely we need the investment to keep improving and remodeling our location. We would most definitely want to receive funding from a form of equity. We want investors that will double their investment after 2 years. For a 20% investment in the business, they will claim 40% by the third year investment. In other words, doubling the money invested. The minimum return fee that we offer is 25 to 30% of the investment. The offer is the investor will receive 80% of the business profits until they have doubled their investments, and after reaching this goal, they will receive 20% of the profits. In conclusion, I Perceive World Tours will develop a virtual tour where each and every individual will be able to see great wonders and beautiful horizons that the world has to offer. Our business plan is intended to pull an audience into one specific and particular perspective, see the world through another method, a more modern and technological one. There are many people who dream of taking trips around the world and visit new and unexplored places. The service we want to provide will open new horizons and opportunities for people to bond and share real world throughout another new perspective. Let's not forget, the service will be more than entertainment and rich experience in different places and locations of the world. It will be an educational experience for the mind and a way to bring people closer to their dream sightings, touristic and historic places on Earth. Of course, this business will be fun-oriented with the intention to entertain customers, but our primary focus is to provide an innovative opportunity for people to see and travel the world. Thank you very much for your attention and time.